Alright, here we go again. The Washington Commanders back on the clock. Feels like they've had so many draft picks here. But again, add another position of need. We're one of the worst teams in football last year in terms of guarding, protecting their quarterback. And now that you have a new day one starter in Jaden Daniels, definitely want to look to protect him. And with their draft selection, they end up picking offensive tackle Brandon Coleman out of TCU with the 67th overall draft selection. And again, one of the best tackles in the draft. 0 sacks allowed in 2023, 429 pass block snaps. This guy is a unit of a beast of a man. I mean, this guy is going to be someone who can step in and be maybe not a day one starter, but definitely has the potential to be a starter down the line, if not the year one, right? Now in this video, we're going to break down exactly who he is, what he brings, and why this is actually a really good pick here for the Washington Commanders. Before we jump into the video though, do me a big favor, hit that like button just so we can get the video out to more Commanders fans. Subscribe if you're new, join the family. It is free, doesn't cost anything. We will be covering the Commanders for the rest of the offseason. But with that being said, let's jump into the video. Guys, listen, 97, the best offensive tackle in terms of athleticism in the combine. This guy will develop into a starter, or at least has the potential to at the very least. Ran a 4.99 40-yard dash, doesn't really matter, right? Let's look at 2023. Started 11 games, first 4 at left guard, final 7 at left tackle. Right away, you see versatility. A guy who can play multiple different positions, left side, left tackle, left guard, maybe even go over to the right side as well, right? This is a guy who I think has a ton of potential. He's a 3-year starter, a team captain as well, a guy who has leadership traits. In 2023, outstanding length and potential to offer roster flexibility. Like we said, Coleman will be scouted and drafted as a guard, but might be able to handle a move to tackle in an emergency. So right away, we look at the Commanders depth chart here, and we see one thing, right? They bring in a guard, Nick Allegretti. You bring in Tyler B, but you also have Cornelius Lucas. I think he could be a contender to start at tackle, but also Sam Cosby. Do you trust him to be your right guard? Yeah, probably a little bit, right? I think this guy could come in here and be a day one starter if need be, but also think they have some depth here to at least have a competition during the offseason, right? He's broad and fits up blocks with pretty good accuracy when hands are right, but never going to be a lane clearer in the run game. So obviously right away you look at where they ranked last season. Let me get to this. Last year, they were number 7 overall in yards per rush, so obviously didn't need to get that much better in terms of the running abilities, but also number 26 in rush yards per game, 16 in rushing touchdowns. Didn't really need to upgrade too much, but when you have a guy on your team named Jaden Daniels who's going to extend plays on his feet or with his legs, I don't think you really need someone like him to clear up a lane in the run game. You have so many guys that can do it already, right? Coleman's experience at tackle helps his chances of protecting NFL quarterbacks as a guard. I think that's huge, and again, that's why he's going to have that potential to be a starter. He's got a great frame, A-plus wingspan. He's patient with double team timing, throws a direct punch, reworks hands, does a nice job of trusting feet to slide. Yeah, I think this guy's a great pickup here for the Commanders. I think you needed it, ranking 28 in QB sack percentage allowed. I think this is a huge pickup here for them. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next Commanders update. Peace.